You wouldn't believe what I just found. David left San Diego. What became Desert Shield? The after Eve and I got married. June 24th, 1990. Dear Terry, well, we finally did it. We pulled out yesterday, so we pulled out Saturday, June 23rd. We're supposed to leave June 20th at 6 a.m. after 7 days delay to the 20th. I was crazy about Eve. Eve and I just got married. Eve Menti. Convenience marriage. I talked about that. Look at this. I made this fantasy, which I got at the Midway. You do it in WordPerfect. A text file, spell check it, and check punctuation. Then you import it into Fantasy. Use a font of your choice. I wish I saw that program. That's how I made that, see? That's not WordPerfect. That's Fantasy. Fontosy. I got that from Clyde Willer and the Midway and LSC, the Logistics Support Center. For me and Eric Price and Terry Bell, BT2 Terry Bell, male, Terry. I worked there for about a year and a half. That's where I was Captain Deep Tech. Because once Terry left, Terry trained me to be the #1 guy. I just teach people how to work computers. WordStar, not WordPerfect, WordStar. Hundreds of people on the Midway I taught. I never gave up. So they called me Captain Deep Tech. When I left the Midway, about 55 people, guys, that last morning, they lined the hangar bay, shook my hand and waved and said goodbye to me. From E Division, R Division, M Division, all kinds of people, thousands of people I knew up in LSC. But when you worked up there, you knew almost everybody on the ship. That we were customer service. We'd try to find how to order parts in the Navy supply system. If not, we couldn't find it. We had microfiches, the CD-ROMs. You'd have to open purchase it. It's a pain in the butt. But I never gave up. That's why they called me Captain Deep Tech. But look at this. Wow, what a letter. What a letter. Look how perfect that is. No errors. It's all spelled right. See, I type it up in the DOS file, text file, import it in WordPerfect, and export it as a text file. Then bring it into Fantasy. Put the font in there. God, look at this. Talk about Jim and Angie. Jesus Christ. Holy smokes. Oh, man. How much of a liar she is. Or they were. Oh, boy. How did we relive this again? It took me 6 months or a year to get over that because for about 6 months, my goal was to kill him. Buy a sniper rifle. I figured back in 1989-90 that I waited about 10 years, then kill him. with a high-powered sniper rifle from about a mile away. You'd never know what hit him. Not Andy. I was never mad at Andy. But Jim, I was mad at. Jim Zebro. You have no right to take your best friend's wife away from Andy, see? Had signed the papers. Oh boy. That's how even I got married. I just got the divorce papers. Like June 20th. Remember when you were here, we talked about dysfunctional families? Oh man. Got there with this book and tape of Hurrah. Love you, sis. Oops. I sold the package and forgot to put this letter in. Wow. Wow. June 24th. Day after we left San Diego. Wow. Oh. Sunday, June 24th. Hi, Terry. Man, I'll tell you what. That's priceless. Too bad there's not pictures in there. I found this on top of the box right there. I was like, what's this? That's magnetic, see? When it makes contact, that green LED becomes blue. Well, when I was sold, it was even better. It was silver braided metal. This is good enough, but it's braided. Well, it's kind of. I never looked this close. That's braided. Not quite as. Oh, that's metal. Okay. It's like coax. Aluminum, copper, and all these shields. It's a shield. Coax. I know about coax. Here, Cable One uses RG60, not 59 like I did with Preview back in the early 80s. It's RG60. It's a little bit different. I think the copper conductor in the center is a little bit thicker, I think. We finally did. We pulled out of San Diego yesterday at 6 a.m. after 7 days delay. I was really psyched and ready to go on the 20th, but after these last few days, hear that train? Now you can hear the train. Amtrak, I think, or freight. Same train goes through Flagstaff, Holbrook, and I don't know about show though, but I don't think it goes to the show though. Wonder where it goes after it hits Holbrook. Where'd it go then? Venus? Beats me. I didn't want to leave anymore. Sure, I'm glad we were delayed. Forgave Eve and I a chance to really get to know each other. We spent the afternoon at the Hotel Dale one day and talked. I should say a couple hours one night. Then I walked down to the pub. She drove to the pub. Her diabetes and shit. We talked at the Hotel Dale. Hotel Del Coronado, about half a mile from the pub. That's where we talked and made the commitment to have the convenience of marriage. It helped me out, but mainly I did it for her. Because her medical expenses back then, 1990, were like $900 a month. Her needles and test strips, all the stuff for diabetes. She had it really bad. Really bad. Nowadays, it's a lot different. Technology is so much better, I think. But look at this, boy, I'll tell you what. I should mail that to you. We didn't say our goodbyes until 3 a.m. in the morning, the day we were deployed. Boy. Wow. Wow. I don't remember this. Wow. Wow. Memories. Wow. Divorce papers. Angie, Jim, Eve. Wow. 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 How much forgiveness can one person have? Because I forgave Andrew right away. I'm still not sure I've completely forgiven Jim. I don't think I ever will. He doesn't want to see me again. He doesn't want to see me again. I'm capable of murder. In his case, what he did, never do to your friend. And I was his friend. On the USS Independence, I was his boss. We had duty the same day. I was a section leader. We used to hang out at the pub. When I first got there, to go bar up and talk. He and I went to the Whole Life Expo in LA together. That's where I saw Tim Leary, Terence McKenna, John Lilly, Andrea Puharich, who talked about he was a man who brought Uri Geller to this country, and he wrote the book The Sacred Mushroom. But he'd been doing research on extremely low frequency waves down to a 0.001 3 decimal points. How it can affect behavior. He gave a fascinating talk. But he was one of the people who brought Uri Geller over here. Andrea Puharich. Back in the 50s, he wrote the book The Sacred Mushroom. At the same time, Aldous Huxley wrote Brave New World. Aldous Huxley did mushrooms and LSD. It's like Albert Hoffman. You know, they're researchers, experimenters. That's what I was doing all my life, off and on. I've done everything but opium. Ketamine, I haven't done that. I mean, I've smoked salvia, divinorum, wine baby woodrow seeds, LSD, mushrooms, angel dust. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Well, it's Thanksgiving. Big deal. Yeah. 2 years ago today, in Huntington, I never forget this. That was the day I took the doors off the pantry in my kitchen. All those doors. So I could, all except for one, I couldn't reach it. My step ladder. I took the doors off. It took me about 3 hours, so I could easily see inside the shelves without opening these damn doors. Because Randy painted them with thick paint and made them stick all the time. I got fed up. That Mike kept on calling me. He must have called me 10 times. And I called him back. He goes, "Oh, Iris and I are going to watch some TV. Well, we'll see you later, Lee." I was like, "What the fuck?" Been bugging me for 3 hours straight. I call you back. Then you don't want to talk? Are you mentally ill? Same kind of crap he was doing when I first got here to the show, though. And I don't know how he got my phone number, but it pissed me off. One time was at Kmart and Safeway. To me, I was staying at the Kiva. It started raining. I called a cab. I was making mistakes. I was telling the cabs to go to Kmart. I was at Safeway. It was a mess. I finally had to walk. I had to make 3 trips because of Mike. He thinks they're holy. He's not. He's an idiot. He's a liar, too. Delusion of grandeur. Big time.